All right, sup guys, welcome back to the channel. Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. We got the quadfecta today. What do they call this? The equinox? I don't know. We have NBA, MLB World Series, NHL, and football. Look, guys, I'm gonna try to get an NHL video out today. I make no promises. I still have to actually work my jobs, so I don't know if I'll have time. I'm doing NBA first because it's the biggest slate in the main sport right now. Then I will do NFL, and then I'll do the MLB video. If I have time to get to hockey before it starts, I'll post that. Anyways, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Been here, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. It helps me and my channel a lot. If you'd like to join my sports betting community and Discord server, it's in the pinned comment and description of the videos. $10 a month. We're in there all day, every day, cooking up plays, sharing slips, and having fun talking about sports. It's not paying for picks. It's just a paid community, and it's a lot of fun. We'd love to have you. And if you'd like access to some of my affiliates and sponsors and books that I use and things of that nature, they're in the pinned comment and in the description as well. Okay, guys, full show. We will review. I told you guys starting Monday, I'll start reviewing how the day went prior for NBA. I wanted to get a couple weeks in, so we'll review Saturday MLB. Then we'll do a bad beat, big winner, player props that I'm on, and then we'll go over the slate each game. Gonna try to be a little quick because there's so much to do today. Let's get right into it. To review the last day I bet NBA, which was Saturday. This should not say the Penguins and the Hornets. It's the Bulls and the Thunder. We were on the Bulls, the Thunder, the Hornets, the Grizzlies, and the Suns, all the spreads. Obviously, I just didn't put that in there, but we went 5-0. We swept. I believe both player props hit as well. I don't know. I don't play them. I just share them, but 5-0, really nice day. The last time we bet MLB, hopefully we can, or NBA, hopefully we can keep it going. I'm heating up in the NBA, and so far, so good. The data's working, so maybe we got something going here. As far as the bad beat from yesterday, this was Jamie or James XXX, something like that in the Discord. He's in there a lot, a great part of the community. He had Jackson Dart for 200. It's all he needed to hit this plus. It was like, it might have been 30,000 or 3,000. He just couldn't get 200 yards. He missed it by 8. Mind you, Jackson Dart was throwing that entire game, and he had a massive, like 70-yard catch that was called back by a terrible call, offensive. They called it like offensive PI. It was terrible. That's a brutal beat. As far as the big winner, Big Dan, the parlay goat, he's in the Discord. He shared this for everybody. I tailed this and hit on this. A lot of other people did as well. Phenomenal slip. He shared that early. He had actually a couple more, and there were some other big wins too, but you just love to see a slip like this. 20, 25, 25. It's solid. It's easy to place. And he shared it for everybody to win. So shout out to him. Per the usual, he wins every damn day. So shout out. And yeah, let's get right into the slate now. Talk about each game. Talk about each game and see how it's looking. Charts are kind of weird. We'll talk about it all. We're starting to get a good sense of like what to expect from each team already. So let's get into it. First game, we got the Cavs versus the Pistons. Guys, I think the Cavs have looked really good after that first game. The last two have looked great. I get the Pistons are kind of balling too, but they just haven't impressed me. There's nobody where I'm like, whoa, like he looks really good. They're going to be dangerous. I think Pistons are just mid. I think they're a really mid team, maybe slightly above average. I still think the Cavs are one of the top teams in the league. Obviously, the offense versus defense is a big mismatch, but I do think the Pistons can score as well because the Cavs D is not super. It's good as hell, but it's not like elite. And the Pistons offense is good, but I think the Cavs outscore them in the end and find a way to win. I don't trust the spread though. I could see this being a 1 or 2 point game. If we look at the chart, where the money, it's pretty much staying still. It was at 106. Most of the money's going on to Cleveland. In fact, a lot of it should be going down, but it started to go up. It's a little weird. Maybe books think Pistons find a way to cover. I kind of agree. I'm going to take the Cavs on the money line. I'll lay the juice. You can get like a minus 138 on an exchange. That's where I'm going to be. I don't want to take the chance with the spread. I think we could see a super close 1 or 2 point game, but I think the Cavs find a way to win. I just think they're a better team. Next game, Magic versus the 76ers. They are ass. This is battle of the bums, man. You guys, these teams are terrible. When are we gonna just admit, like, as much as talent as they have and as much as we love for them to be good, like, they're ass. These guys can't hoop. This is extreme battle of the bums. This is like the Bengals versus the Jets yesterday. These guys are ass. I chose to fade the game, guys. I have no idea. I literally have no idea. Like, These teams are pretty much dead even in every metric. The Magic's defense and scoring, like you can't really score on the Magic, but the Magic can't score, so it doesn't matter. I mean, I do think the Magic find a way to win this game, but I don't know that they can cover the spread, but they might. And then the over-under, I think it's perfect. I have no idea. As far as the chart, it froze. It wouldn't let me expand it, but a lot of drop. Orlando on the spread dropped a lot. Books do not want you betting Orlando. They think Orlando covers this. They are like, that price is a drop off from hell. They went from plus 127 at 5.5 all the way down to minus 110. That's like, you can, if you're going to bet this, bet the Magic. That, like the Vegas is saying, like, don't bet Magic. They really think they win with that price drop. That's a massive drop. Next game, Hawks and the Bulls. We got the Hawks coming in. Who's calling me? Oh, I'm busy. We got the Hawks versus the Bulls. These are two super fast playing scrappy teams. I think both these teams are extremely underrated. Both of them have solid offenses. Biggest issue they have is neither of these teams play defense. Look, there's not much to talk about here. We have two really, in my opinion, solid above average offenses who are super fast paced, and they have two defenses that are not any good at stopping people from scoring. Total's high for a reason, but I still think they find a way to cover it. I'm going to be on the over 241.5. I just think it's fast, high scoring, lots of fouls, lots of points. Books tend to think that the Hawks cover the spread, cover the 1.5. From plus 106 down to minus 106, that's a pretty big drop, especially considering it's the day before game day. Pretty big drop in odds here. Books are heavy on the Hawks. They think they cover this, just so you guys know. Next game, Nets versus the Rockets. So obviously, the Nets are god-awful. They're up there. In my opinion, it's like you have the Nets, the 76ers, and the Magic all in one bucket. These teams are god-awful. They're like the three amigos. They are so ass. Nets are definitely in their team group chat. Hey, guys, you only lost by 10 today. Great job. Like, these guys suck. Rockets are good. I think they're going to be a very good team. But do they cover a 15.5? I mean, look, let's be honest here. The Rockets' defense is average. It is complete and utterly average. The Rockets offense is slightly above average, but it's not great. I think when you have a team who's like good at everything or average at everything, they become good. And I think that's where the Rockets are. I don't think they're elite at anything. I just think they're good at everything. So they're above average as a team. They're pretty good. I don't know that they can cover a 15.5 spread though. Jesus. I mean, the score is already, the game's already to be low scoring. The Nets actually have a pretty good defense. They stop teams. They're 10th in defense, guys. That's actually pretty good. They do stop teams from scoring. They just can't score them themselves. It's awful. The Rockets also are a very slow, methodical team. They don't rush. They play the clock. They pass the ball. They move the ball. This is too much. I don't think they're a team who can cover a 15.5. Chart seems to think that it moved from 106 to like 108. It's barely any movement. It's stale. You're going to have to pay a little juice for 15.5. I can't do it. I think the Nets can cover this. It's just the Rockets just aren't the team, in my opinion, to cover that big of a spread. Plus, we haven't really seen these massive spreads getting covered yet this season. Give me the Nets plus 15.5. That's massive. Next game, Raptors versus the Suns, versus Spurs. This should be a good one. As far as major discrepancies here, Raptors are on the road at San Antonio to see the Spurs. You got Raptors are slightly underdogs, plus 180. Not crazy to see when you're on the road. The discrepancies in the matchup is the rebounding offense and the points in the paint offense, guys. The Raptors are so much better than them. They get in the paint. They get down there and they get boards and they get points. Problem is, the Spurs, with Wembanyama being healthy, and the Spurs look like one of the best teams in the league, so are the Raptors stats correct? Are they really going to control the rebounds and the points in the paint with Wemby balling the way that he's balling? Spurs do look like one of the best teams in the league currently. I mean, I'm just not comfortable fading the 3-0 team who has a guy who looks like he's a damn cheat code out there. Like, he looks like if you typed in a code and your player gained a foot of height and 99 in all stats in a video game. Like, I'm just not going to fade them. It just wouldn't sit well with me. This is more so because I do think the Raptors could cover it, but it's more of like, again, sometimes I bet off how I'd feel. If I take the Raptors and they win, I'd feel like, I guess I got lucky. If it lost, I'd feel like an idiot. If I bet the Spurs and they lose, I'll just think they had a bad game. If the Raptors, I take the Raptors and they lose, I'll be sitting there like, why the hell would you fade Wembanyama? Like, what were you thinking? Why'd you make that bet? And so because I feel that way, I'm going to be on the Spurs by 5.5. If you look at the chart, books kind of agree. It's at minus 102, down to 103, back up. It's staying still. It's going to be flatlined at like around even money. Next game, Celtics and the Pelicans. So look, we got to be honest. The Celtics are 0-3. The Pelicans are 0-2, I think, or 0-3, something like these teams are terrible. They are super, super ass too. The Pelicans go in a group chat. Celtics aren't quite in yet. They got like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They're almost in the group chat with the Magic and the 76ers and the Nets. Pelicans are in the group chat already. They are so ass. These guys suck so bad. Look, Celtics are struggling, but they could easily be, they're 0-3. I think they could be 2-1. I think that they've had a couple games they could have won, a couple bad beats. Celtics are still a pretty good offense. Jaylen Brown stepped up last game. I think he'll continue that. Pelicans can't do anything. They don't have D and they don't have offense. I don't think the Pelicans can hang with the Celtics. I'm going to take the Celtics at plus money every time. Chart is Boston plus 1.5. Started at 105. It's down to about 100. It's dropping a little bit. Nothing crazy to speak of, though. It's kind of like just cap the damn game. I'm not going to fade the Celtics at plus money versus the Pelicans. I don't care if every starter was injured. Next game. Thunder versus the Mavericks. This is one of the hardest games to cap of the night. Thunder laying 8.5 on the road at Dallas to see the Mavs. It's tough. 8.5 on the road at Dallas is tough. Dallas has looked so completely and utterly ass, but they are coming off a nice win where they looked really good. So what to do? Thunder, obviously the best offense, the best defense, basically the best team in the league. And the Mavs, not good at offense, not good at defense, and it really hasn't improved that much. Cooper doesn't look great. He's not scoring enough. AD ain't doing too much. I don't know, man. The Mavs just, like, I just don't know. This is such a hard game to cap. The chart isn't doing much, staying stale around plus a little bit plus money. It's so hard to cap, guys. I almost gave up on the Thunder. I said, look, they got one more chance if they don't cover. They covered. I think the Mavs have looked awful in every game except the last one, and it was versus bums. I'm gonna take OKC by 8.5. It's not my favorite play at all. We should probably be fading this because Mavs coming off a great looking game, but they are also on a back-to-back. Thunder 8.5. I'm going to lay it. Good luck. Next game. Suns versus the Jazz. Nothing to talk about here. I am absolutely not fading the Jazz. Most underrated, most great team all around. They've covered every game that they've played. They've paid us every day. Why would we switch up on people who've done right by us? What sense does that make? Give me the Jazz plus 1.5. There is nothing to talk about. I don't have anything else to say on this one. They have won and covered their spread in every game. You don't need to think when that happens. Just keep betting it until they give you a reason not to. As far as the chart goes, Suns minus 1.5. Drastic upwards from minus 108. Shot up to plus even money when it went down that far. Money came in on the Jazz and pushed it up. So there is big money coming in on the Jazz now. Next game, and I think, is this the last game of the night? No, we got 3 more. Shit, there's a lot of games. Nuggets versus the Timberwolves. Guys, this one might not be a popular bet. Nuggets are favored a bit. They're on the road. And the Nuggets are a really, really good team, obviously. I think Joker's gambling, though. He's on my top 5 gambling players list, that's for sure. But as far as the Nuggets offense, as great as it is, the Timberwolves defense can match them in every single way. The Timberwolves is one team that can D up these Nuggets and D them up quite well. Their defense is ridiculous. On the flip side, if you look at the offense, the Timberwolves have every advantage versus Nuggets D. Nuggets defense is not good. Timberwolves offense, 13th in scoring, 16th field goal, 4th in three-point shooting, and the Nuggets are terrible at stopping the 3 ball. The only thing they're better in is the rebounds because they have Joker, obviously. But, like, guys, I think the Timberwolves have every advantage in this game. Looking at the chart, though, it did drop a lot. Plus 100 got bought down to minus 114 when it went up. So Vegas thinks that Denver covers. Obviously, they don't want people betting this. You can tell by the chart and the money. I don't care. I think the Timberwolves have every advantage. Give me the Timberwolves plus 5.5, but be cautious because Vegas really doesn't want people on them Nuggets. They dropped the price quick. But I am going to fade Vegas. I'm on the Timberwolves plus 5.5. I think they have every advantage. Next game, Grizzlies and the Warriors. So Grizzlies, rebound offense is 3rd. Warriors rebound defense is 19th. So Grizzlies should control the glass. And one thing about the Grizzlies, guys, they're going to score. They are going to score. Defense, though, they're also going to give up points, right? Let's just call it what it is. I wouldn't be mad at an overlean here. The Grizzlies have the best, way better defense. They're 4th in field goal defense. But they just give up a lot of points for some reason. For whatever reason, as good as their D is and as bad as teams shoot against them, they give up so many baskets. It doesn't make sense. But I don't think the Warriors can cover 8.5 versus them. I just don't see it, man. I really don't. And the Grizzlies are really good at defending at getting boards. So when the Warriors miss, I don't think they'll be able to get any second chance shots. I just think 8.5 is too much, guys. Way too much. I'm going to be on the Grizzlies plus 8.5. They score. I'm not going to fade a team who can score. They're number 2 in scoring. I'm not going to fade a team who scores almost every time they get a ball at plus 8.5. There's just no way. As far as the chart goes, Vegas kind of agrees with me. Minus 106 got bought all the way up to plus 104 now. So Vegas is kind of like, hey, don't bet the Warriors at this price. They're kind of leaning towards the Grizzlies as well. That's what that tells me. And I'm going to back them. Grizzlies plus 8.5. Next game, Trailblazers versus them Lakers. So, as you guys know, I'm a Lakers fan. I love the Lakers. When I look at this game here, I think a lot of people are kind of hyped on the Trailblazers, and I get it. I do think they're solid. But I must say, like, Austin Reeves is a dog. Dude put up 51 points last night. The Lakers did not miss a beat with Luka being out. We got to be honest. Like, Austin Reeves is a menace. They are on a back-to-back. Something to note, but they're also at home. It's very hard to play there as an opposing team. And frankly, I don't think Trailblazers have the offensive firepower to keep up with the Lakers. I just don't. And frankly, their defense, I don't think can stop the Lakers either. I think the Lakers have every advantage here, even though it's slightly, they have an advantage in every category. Even though there's not massive discrepancies, they're there. I would heavily lean the Lakers, but rather than pick a side, why don't we just take the over 226.5? Lakers play at an extremely fast pace when Luka's not in. Austin Reeves sprints down the court and shoots and draws fouls constantly. Trailblazers are pretty scrappy and quick. Lakers defense is not the best. I think they'll score too. I think 226 is a bit low. I'm going to be on the over 226.5. I think we're getting a lower number because Luka's not in, but I think Reeves and Rui and them, I think they step up. And even Ayton, they all look pretty good last night. I think they find ways to score. So I'm going to be on the over 226.5, guys. And if you look at the chart, Trailblazers are actually getting most of the money. And it is at minus 106 down to about minus 108. So moving downwards a little bit, but pretty stale. Give me the over 226.5 in this one. I think we see a lot of points. That's all for me, guys. NFL and MLB coming next. And then if I have time, hockey. Let's get a bag. Let's crack these folks.